Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Here We Are podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Ray, aka Run Ray, aka Mr. ASMR. And no, I'm not going to do that the whole bloody podcast, no. So this podcast didn't go according to plan. So originally, I was going to do this with Nathan3197, but he got pretty busy. And he just didn't have any time to do it. He's still down to do it. Like, I've spoken to him a bunch of times. He's down to do it, just not right now. And I really wanted an episode of the podcast out very soon instead of just wait like another 3 months or whatever. So I'm here with Daniel again. So
welcome.
Welcome back. Congrats on being the only guest to appear twice.
Yeah, look at that. Look, I was the first on. Privilege. I'll take the allocated. Just keep them going. I just want to make a big disclaimer. If you hear someone in the background of my microphone, it's not Nathan. He's busy playing games.
He's busy. He's busy right now as we speak.
Twitch.tv/ for more content.
Yeah. So he's very busy, as you can see.
I heard a
uni student.
I heard a weird bleep there. I don't know what that was about. I did not edit that in. That was purely I don't know what was going on.
Oh, that was my soundboard. Sorry.
Oh, okay, right. My bad. So anyways, this episode, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, this is, I guess, sort of like a prologue to, I guess, the last two podcasts I did. Because back when we recorded those, the two big games that were coming out were Battlefield 2042 and Halo Infinite. And right now, those games have been released, except Halo, but we'll get to that in a bit. We'll explain later. But so first, I reckon let's talk about Battlefield, because there is a lot to unpack.
Where do we start? That's the real question.
What a question.
Oh, sheesh.
I reckon we should talk about the beta.
Yeah.
The first beta of the game, because we never really talked about it on the podcast. I don't think we ever talked about Battlefield that much.
We thoroughly enjoyed the beta.
We
really had a good time with it.
The beta was good. The beta was
a really good time.
The beta was fine. I was just really bad at it, and I was just.
We were all bad at it, but we thoroughly enjoyed our weekend with it.
Our experience with it, yeah. A lot of people, from what I've seen on the internet, just did not like the beta. Like, it was buggy, it was missing some stuff, it was very unoptimized on consoles. It would, like, soft lock the system.
Yeah, but we're PC gamers, so who cares about them?
Like, yeah, well, I mean, it was a beta, so it was gonna, probably be fixed by the end of the game, or when the game releases. And then the game released, and I don't think that... Oh, they fixed some stuff, but a lot of the stuff...
I mean, I think they unfixed the stuff that they fixed.
So you mean they broke? They broke a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, how the hell does any of that get through QA testing?
I don't know. The Call of Duty's been doing it for like 18 years.
The beta was apparently a Ep.3 build or something from many months ago, which is what they said. But in reality, I don't think it was. I think it was the current build just in that horrible state, and they just told everyone, no, it's okay, trust us. But anyhow.
Yeah, for me, I trusted them because I really wanted to enjoy this game, because I wasn't buying Call of Duty, because I saw Vanguard, and I've explained before already on the podcast why I wasn't getting Vanguard. It just didn't, stick to me. So I thought, you know what, this year I'm going to be all Battlefield. So I pre-ordered the $140 edition. Yeah, I know, bluff it up, haha.
Mistake number one.
No, I've spent money on dumber things than that. But yeah, when people said they hated the beta and they said, oh, this is a build from like E3, and then people didn't believe it, I wanted to believe that it was a build from months ago. Because I really wanted to enjoy this game. And, then the full game came out, and it was like the beta.
It was lovely.
It was very buggy. For me, when I first played it, because I got it a whole week early, from what I played, it was fine. I mainly play the Battlefield Portals mode, which is like all of the old battlefields in like one like pack. It's like a sandbox tool or whatever, and you can play old Battlefield games. And I played Bad Company 2 on that, and it worked fine. It worked perfectly. The only problem is there's like 2 maps and like 1 game mode and like a few weapons. But from
Technically,
that,
one of those maps on the map, it's just sand dunes and some building models plonked down the map.
oh yeah, that's the regular. I'm talking about Bad Company 2 because each there's 3 Battlefield games.
I didn't play Bad Fat Company 2. I haven't ever touched it, so I don't know.
Oh, it's a great game. It's hilariously broken. It's I like to call it basically the Modern Warfare 2 of Battlefield games because they released around the same time, and it is incredibly broken.
Right, I see.
It was incredibly broken. But we'll get to Portals later. So yeah, I played Portals and it worked fine. It wasn't until I got into like the regular all-out warfare then things started to get buggy. Like the server was not stable. I had a few game crashes. I had my PC almost soft lock at one point. I'm not even joking.
I've had my PC soft lock several times, just naturally from the game.
Oh yeah, just naturally. I think one time because I totally forgot to update my drivers, and I noticed my performance was like seeking down a bit. I'm like, why is
Why you do this?
why you do this? Like I don't think there should be this low of an FPS. Like I know Battlefield 2042 is a very demanding game. Like I think the minimum requirement is like a 1050 Ti, which is like
I thought you were going to say 3070. Like, bro, my 2070, that's not even a year old.
no. I think the recommended is like a 3060, but the minimum is like a 1050 Ti, which is around where my graphics card is because I have a 1060. So for me, I knew this game wasn't going to run well on my computer. So I'm not even kidding. I updated my drivers and it just broke my resolution and everything. And I got so confused. And it took like 30 minutes for the PC to boot up because it told me to restart and everything. And
I mean, Forza, I installed the Windows and had to reinstall Windows. And good God, trying to get NVIDIA installed and then try launching Battlefield for the first time on that. It generally took me 30 minutes to get past the loading screen without it crashing because it was just compiling shaders or doing something in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Battlefield is notorious for this. So I didn't really... I wasn't shocked that the launch wasn't that bad, or was pretty bad, because I'm like, isn't like every Battlefield like this at launch? Battlefield 4,
Battlefield was terrible.
Battlefield 4, which is my favorite Battlefield, had probably the worst launch in the entire series, from what I heard. I mean, I was not around during then because I wasn't a Battlefield fan. But yeah, I've heard stories like later on, like saying like, man, Battlefield 4's launch was rough. Battlefield 3's I heard was buggy too, like its beta. Hardline had some issues. Battlefield 1 had some issues. Even like non-Battlefield games, like Star Wars Battlefront 2. We all know how that game launched. Oh boy.
We need to defend DICE. It wasn't their fault. It was EA.
It was
Once they removed it and they launched the Celebration Edition, that was a fantastic game.
that. To be fair, yeah, the microtransaction side that was EA's doing, but like server-wise gameplay, that's all DICE's doing.
That's gross.
That's all DICE. It's pretty rough.
I mean,
so I wasn't.
Fair, I don't think Battlefield 3 had a good launch.
Oh, did it? I wasn't around during then, so I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, moral of the story, DICE isn't very good at launching games. And
They can't do servers.
Yeah, they can't do servers. And well, it continues in this game, very sadly. How many game crashes have you had in Battlefield?
I've had the first hour was constant, but after that it's been pretty stable.
Okay,
I've
had a few crashes.
I think I've had 10 in total.
10. Wow.
Just random crap.
I haven't. Well, I've had I think two or three instances where the game actually like
Right.
properly crashed, but a lot of the times it was me disconnecting from the servers. But half of that was my my Ethernet going out because I don't know why, I still don't know to this day, and it's been doing this for like a year. My PC would just disconnect from the internet at all. Like I don't even know what the hell I'm on about. My computer would just not connect to the internet like whatsoever.
Feels bad.
I
Let's
know.
just drop.
Like you think like everyone told me like, oh, it's your internet being like crap or whatever. I'm like, no, it's my computer because I got a Wi-Fi USB thing and that goes out, which makes no sense. My Ethernet is a bit faulty and I think, okay, it might be the cord or whatever. No, it's my computer. But other than that, yeah, most of the times it was that, and then some of the times it was actually Battlefield's service crashing. All right, next on my list, other than the buggy server launches and that, we need to talk about the content.
Oh gosh, what content?
It's barely any. I mean, yeah, honestly, I will say, yeah, there is barely any content. There's like, I think, 20
Look at the main
guns.
menu screen. There's like 3 buttons: search, what map, and game mode, and that's it. And there's 2 game modes to pick from, and like 3 maps, I think.
Gaming 2021. Hardcore is gone. Actually, no, it's confusing.
Everything but conquest is gone.
A lot of the old modes are in portals. So like free for all, TDM.
Is Portals ranked?
Portals, we'll get to portals in a bit, but yeah, they basically have the old modes like hardcore. I fucking love Battlefield 4 hardcore on like Operation Locker. That was really fun. And yeah, it's just gone. So the only default mode that's in the game is All Out Warfare, which is basically just a newer version of Conquest Large, which is fine. I like Conquest Large. It's the only. Honestly, it's the only game mode I really play in Battlefield. If you're playing TDM, just play Call of Duty at that point. But yeah, I see where people are getting at with the lack of modes and all that stuff. So
Even map-wise, it's pretty gross.
the maps, I think there's 6 default maps. 6, 8, 10. I think there's 12 maps in total.
Right.
So yeah, if you count the remake maps, which is like
The remake maps, you just change what it's saved as .bf4 to .2042.
actually, to be fair, they actually did recreate these. Unlike Call of Duty, they just
okay.
yeah, unlike COD, they just put a new texture on it. Yep, change the file name, boom. They actually remade these maps.
Alright, guys, I detextured the map. Let's release it.
then like AI scale it, like the GTA remaster. Oh, we need to get to that in a different podcast because my god,
You can do that. You do that one on your own. You just rant for 40 minutes.
we need to talk about GTA on a different podcast. But yeah, so the maps in the 2042 maps, just the new ones they added, some of them are all right. And then some of them are absolute dog shit. Like, one map I don't like, I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Orbital. It's basically, I think it's the biggest map in the game, and it's like covered in snow. And that map is awful. That map is terrible. And
I haven't played too many maps, so I can't really say much. But
okay, you said the map you didn't like was it was like a sandstorm map.
it's literally just a sand. It's some building blocks and just sand dunes, and that's it.
Right.
It's just open. It's gross.
I think the what's it called?
It's like they just opened up Minecraft, grown some trees, and called it a day and go kill each other. That's what they've done. It's just not fun. You can't even go in the buildings. If you can, it's just the first floor. Yeah, great. That defeats the whole purpose.
There's a so wait, the sand map. I'm thinking.
I don't know.
Does it have
skyscrapers?
skyscrapers? Or am I thinking of a different map?
It is. It's just skyscrapers. That's all
Okay,
it is.
alright, it's a different map. Okay, I'm thinking of a different map.
But the thing that really gets to me is there's no scoreboard.
Well, there
If you
is.
want it, What for the squads?
Oh yeah, for
But
squads, yeah, the
But
UI
no,
is a
like
bit.
a map scoreboard, and then if you want to try access the map to see what the hell it is, you have to be dead.
I think no, there is a hotkey to add it in.
Oh
Is it?
well, I shouldn't have to add a hotkey for my controller anyway. And then if you want to try navigate map, like it's like squads, that's so many buttons. It's ridiculous. I tried changing my classes in game, and I think I counted. So you select modify, and you have to right bumper over to what the heck weapon you want to do. Then you got to press A, then you got to press X on it, pick the gun, then you got to press Y or another button to get to the pop-up menu for the different attachment slots, and then click on that, then select one that you want, and then it's changed. I'm like, it's just so.
Good
It should
lord.
be 3 buttons like it is in COD.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have
that.
to do some source code, Morse code rubbish to change weapon. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's
no.
just I think the UI design is just dumb and just disgusting, and it's just not practical.
Yeah, the UI is mainly, from what it looks like, it's mainly based off, or just made for PC.
Correct. Yeah.
Like it was designed for that. Like I understand the UI, like I understand what's going on, but yeah, it is not that great. Like I understand how it understand what they're saying on it. Like I understand the UI, but it's just not good. So yeah, we talked about the maps, talked about the launch. We talked about it having no content. Like a lot of the game modes are gone. The game only has like 20 weapons, which is ridiculous. It's Battlefield
And no campaign, but we'll gloss over that.
but campaign, I don't care. I mean, Battlefield hasn't really always been. I can't even speak. Battlefield has not been about the campaign really, so we can glance over that. What else was there that was in Battlefield? There was that what was that game mode? Was it Hazard Zone? I haven't played it, but
Can't tell you.
yeah, no, we can't tell you. We haven't played it yet. The gameplay to me is just Battlefield 5. It feels a lot like Battlefield 5.
I played one game of Battlefield 5, I think.
We played it at PAX.
Yeah, we did. I can't remember.
We played it. Oh no, it was Nate. I think it was Nathan. I don't know if you were there. Oh no, you were probably at like iRacing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember me and Nathan, we played Battlefield 5 at PAX, and I bought the full game. Well, not at launch, but I bought it like later. But
It's like every game you buy, it just turns out being terrible.
No, it's every game I pre-order. It turns out terrible. It's not what I buy. It turns out what I pre-order. It just turns out terrible. I pre-ordered this game. I pre-ordered Tony Hawk 5. I almost pre-ordered the GTA Trilogy, but I had it cancelled like a few days ago. So, if you want a game to be good, don't let me pre-order it.
Yeah.
But
hard miss.
very big miss. So what else is there? No, the gameplay feels, the movement feels exactly like Battlefield 5, and I think a lot of the sound effects, from what I remember, on like the sniper especially, uses like Battlefield 5 sounds.
The game feeling the same as Battlefield 5 isn't necessarily a bad thing if the gameplay aspect of it is better.
No.
But yeah,
one thing that Battlefield 5 had that I fucking hated from that game, and they brought it back in this game, is their new pinging system, which I think they call like 3D pinging. It's terrible. I hate it, and I want it to go away. I want it to sit in a corner and just think about what it's done.
When we play again, that's all the button I'm pressing. I'm just gonna ping.
Yeah, in the old Battlefield games, you just press Q or whatever it is on console at a guy, and they have like a little Dorito on top of their head, and they appear on the minimap. What the fuck was so hard? But why did you overcomplicate that? Thankfully, in Portals, you can fucking go back to that pinging system.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God. You have like a custom option to do that.
Good. Good.
Anyways, speaking of Portals, this is probably my favorite mode in the game. Portals is
one mode I have not played.
Oh, you need to play it. It's the best. It's like I said before, it's the old Battlefield games. And you can like make custom games, so you can have like 1942 like guys versus Battlefield 3 people on 2042 maps, and you can only have like, I don't know, pistols only or something.
Battlefield Greatest Hits with extra fun.
Yeah, pretty much. And you can play just remade versions of those games. So right now there's only 3 Battlefields. There's 1942, which is like the first Battlefield ever.
Good game.
Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3.
Hey.
Yeah,
I know life the crap out of Battlefield 3.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't really play Battlefield 3 because I bought it recently and it just would not want to boot up on my computer.
When a game came out in 2011, it was fire.
Yeah, I think I played a little bit with you, and we were on No Shard Canals, which is basically like the shipment of
awesome map.
Of Battlefield, which that map actually makes a return in this game.
Great.
It's in this game, and I think what else is in there? It was remade in Battlefield 4. Caspian Border.
That's no. Caspian Border is like Nuketown, to be honest.
Caspian,
it's legendary.
Yeah, true. I mean, for me, the Nuketown of Battlefield has been Operation Metro or
Operation Metro is good.
Or Wake Island. Because Wake Island is in a lot of games, including
it's hard.
Battlefield 3.
It's a hard line to draw.
But yeah. So that's all I've been playing in Battlefield 2042 right now. It's just the Portals mode. There's bots in the game, which I absolutely love. Which is great because you find servers with only like 2 people in it, and it's basically just impossible to play. But now you've got bots, you can just play by yourself and do whatever.
Do that.
That's great. Fun. But yeah, that's our Battlefield talk. So in conclusion, it was an alright game. They might Battlefield probably needs to add some stuff.
Well, they should fix it first.
Yeah, they need to fix stuff. They need to fix a lot of stuff and probably add more content to it. So that's Battlefield. Now let's talk about Halo Infinite, because this came out recently.
It came out of nowhere, to be honest.
Yeah, so
it was like play it, download it.
So this is alright. So I've already got my first complaint about it. The way they released it. So a lot of people probably know Xbox turns 20 years old. By the way, happy birthday, Xbox. Great console. You were the first console I played. Anyways, so to celebrate, because I did a live stream on the day of the 20th anniversary of Xbox.
Huge live stream.
Yeah, they did a big live stream. And the Halo team announced that they were releasing the multiplayer early for everyone. So that was on paper, and like to a lot of people, that was a great surprise. That was incredible.
I woke up and my phone was just destroyed on Twitter going, Halo's out. I'm like, what? No, it's not. Oh, wait, hang on.
Yeah, I got confused. I'm like, wait, Halo's out? Oh, okay, that's cool. But the thing is about this, what confuses me the most, and I've seen a bunch of people on YouTube talk about this as well, the thing that confuses me the most about this release is that they're calling this a beta, which makes no sense. And 343 stated that everything in this beta, in air quotes, is finished. This is going to be the final game.
Right.
Which confused me even more. Yes, so this is everything that the game has to offer. There's microtransactions. There's already daily rotations.
Yeah, there's a season pass and everything.
A season pass and everything you spend real money on. How is this a beta? How is this a beta? This is just the full game. And even more confusing is when I first saw this called a beta, I'm like to myself, what the hell's the point of flighting?
The flighting was betas because the first flight was pretty poor, to be honest.
Yeah. So I thought to myself, in case you don't know what flighting is like unfinished build that's used for testing.
I think Halo is like they're doing like an approach of Warzone where it's just you've got Warzone, who cares? It's just Warzone. You just play microtransactions with the multiplayer. But Halo Infinite, I think, is like just the campaign side of things and Forge and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's the official Halo, and this is just an extra bonus. And they go, look, for 20 years, Started with Halo, have Halo. It's finished. We
Yeah.
don't need to delay it again. Have it.
Yeah. So, yeah, what was I gonna say? So, I thought to myself, what the hell's the point of flighting if they're calling this to a beta? And then people will go, well, this is a beta. And I go to myself, well, basically a flight is a unfinished version that's used for testing. So a beta! So what the fuck is this then? It makes no sense. I don't know why they called this a beta. That's already a big red flag, for me at least.
However, the game is good.
Gameplay, alright, this is gonna sound really controversial. Here we go. I'm gonna put my critics hat on. For me, it took a while for me to get.
How long? How long's a while?
20 hours. I actually timed it. I'm not even kidding. It took me 20 hours to get used to things, and even still, I'm not getting used to everything.
How long did it take for me to get used to it, or get into the swing of it?
Like instantly.
Yeah, like 2 games.
2 games.
I was like,
And
oh,
you're-
this game's vibes. And you're like, fuck, I want my money back. This is terrible. I bought the season pass. I want my money back.
It's not. I don't hate Halo Infinite. I think it's a fine game. I really want to like it, but for some reason, I can't get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Even me spending $40 on the game, which we'll get to in a bit. We'll get to the microtransaction side a bit. Even me putting money into the game, I still just didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, listen, I've given the game money. I've given it a chance. So I don't know what the hell is wrong. I don't know what's going on. Is it the fact that it feels like Halo 5, but it's on a new engine? Is it because there's sprinting? Is it how the guns work? I don't know.
I think it's because you can aim down sides.
Yeah, but Halo 5 had that.
Yeah, we don't count Halo 5 as being a Halo game.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people... I mean, to be fair, my least favorite Halo is Halo 4.
I kind of...
Halo 4 was my worst Halo. The campaign wasn't that great. The multiplayer was not good.
I enjoy the multiplayer.
I never liked it. It just...
You just got to get in the swing of it. However, compared to Battlefield launch, this game has minimal bugs.
This one was stable.
I'm trying to find one.
It actually... No, the servers did time out for me a few times.
Yeah,
and the game crashed on me 3 times.
Yeah, but it's because your PC.
It's because my PC.
It needs to be retired.
I need to get a By the way, if you want to donate me a new PC, donate to me on Twitch. Just follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/runray. I'm just kidding. There's a donate button in the description there. But yeah, so the launch of the game was more stable than Battlefield's, for a lot of people at least. For me, it was a bit rocky, like the servers kept timing out, and I mentioned before my computer had a lot of stuff to it, and the game crashed a few times. But other from that, it was pretty smooth.
Yeah, no, I think... So, like, it's good, it's fun, definitely with friends. Solo, it's a little bit frustrating because, like, you can't search for, specific game modes yet, just because it's in the beta phase.
That is another one of my biggest complaints.
Which is really frustrating and super annoying, because you want to do 4v4, you can't do Slayer, you can't do SWAT, can't do Infected. However, you can do Oddball, because it's the only game mode that it seems to have. Oddball's great, but not, after the 100th time, it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, that's the thing. So Master Chief Collection, which is technically the last Halo they did, not really though, it was Halo 5, but they ported it to PC and they fixed some stuff up. They have a feature where you can pick the game mode you want to do. Like say I don't want to play CTF.
Even Reach had that.
If Reach had that, a game from 2010, how the fuck do you do that? So yeah, so hey, MCC had a thing say, like, listen, I don't want to play Capture the Flag. I only want to play Slayer. So you can select only Slayer. Halo Infinite doesn't have any of that. It
has only Oddball.
They've only got 3. They're stuck in like 4 different playlists. There's just regular 4v4. There's a competitive ranked mode, which I haven't played yet. big team battle, and bots, and that's it. And you can't select the game mode you want to play. One of my least favorite modes.
They're pretty good though.
One of my least favorite modes in Halo Infinite, it's a new mode they added, is Stockpile. It's a big team battle mode where you put like generators on each end of the base.
Gosh.
I never liked that mode.
I haven't played that mode and I don't want to.
I never liked that mode. And you know what? I didn't want to play it. So I thought, you know what? I can unselect. Oh, wait a minute. That feature's gone.
It's annoying.
So much shit in Halo Infinite is just gone. Like, it's just nowhere to be seen. Bloody SWAT, gone. Griffball, gone. Infected, gone. Free-for-all Slayer, gone.
God.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
What the hell happened?
I reckon as soon as the game comes out on like December 17th, they'll do a big multiplayer update patch to add all that stuff in.
Oh no, there's a theory going around because very recently, by the time of this recording, they're doing an event in Halo Infinite where you get like a samurai outfit or whatever, and you get sorry, Nathan in the background's fucking distracting me like crazy.
Nate, you're busy. Go back to uni work. Okay, great.
That'll shut him up. Anyways, fuck, I forgot what I was up to.
Samurai, the new event, which is.
Oh yeah, so for the new event, you get like samurai armor or whatever, and to get this samurai armor, they added a limited time game mode, which is Fiesta. Except Fiesta was a standard game mode in all the other Halo games.
Literally though.
And apparently they did the exact same thing for Halo 5. Like, I think it took like a full year to get like Griffball or Infected in the game, which is ridiculous.
Not that hard to add in anyway.
It's not that hard. Snipers only. That's another game mode that's gone. So I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff missing.
We just need to wait until December 17th, and then if that's what
December
they leave
8th.
us, sorry, December 8th. If that's what they leave us with, then crap. If they give us more, fantastic.
They'll give us more, but they're doing it in the scummiest way possible.
Yes, I'm just glad they've learnt from the previous Halo.
Except they didn't though, because they're doing some of the same tactics they did for that game when that launched.
Gameplay-wise, it's totally different. It's no longer a competitive, sweaty esports. It's still got like a little bit of
Halo as a Halo as an esport, I don't mind. I don't really care. Because, you know, Halo is a game about teamwork and precision and perfect aiming. Call of Duty, you just press fucking
jumping at the right time.
Yeah, exactly. Call of Duty, you just press fucking W mouse 1, fucking free nuke. And that is apparently more of a competitive esport than Halo. Sometimes I just want to find the fucking... If the gaming community was one fucking person, I want to punch it in the fucking nose.
I want you to sit on like on a camping desk table chair thingy with like a sign saying "Hot isn't an esport." Change my mind.
I should do that. I should go to like in public. I should go to like a convention or whatever and just have that out. Call of Duty is not an esport. Change my mind.
Sit outside an esports event. Oh, that'll be. I'll pay.
That'll be funny. That. Yeah, nah. To me, so they're doing a lot of the same update stuff that Halo 5 is doing, which is like they're bringing out game modes which were just regular modes that came out at launch as like limited time events so they can cash in the microtransaction department.
I mean, the game is free, so I gotta do something.
The game is free. The game, that's another thing we'll talk about. We'll talk about the microtransactions.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk about it. So, first of all, in case you don't know, Halo Infinite's multiplayer, just the multiplayer, is free to play. Which, okay, I can understand there being microtransactions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. But some of the prices on these
are ridiculous.
But they're not they're a little sus.
It's $15 for a blue skin on one weapon.
Like, yeah, okay, so
One gun.
I'll talk about that. So there's some instances where the pricing is normal. Like, there's an armor set that costs, what, $30. That's fine. That every game does that. Cool, perfect. But then, like you said, there are some weird sus ones where it costs like $15 to make your gun blue and like stickers. Like, that is a bit much. For me, that's a bit much.
Season
But
Pass was a good price though.
Battle Pass is like
Battle Pass was like $15.
$15. That's like that's pretty standard.
Really reasonable.
Normally they're like $10 each, but like an extra $5, whatever. The premium one was a bit much.
Yeah, but that's got 25 weapon skips.
Yeah, but normally,
Which
because
is
every battle pass has this though, and normally it's about $30, which is fine. I mean, I wouldn't get it, but fine. I think I bought it one time for Black Ops Cold War, but that was about it. So normally they're about $30. Halo Infinite, not only you have to pay, so it costs like 2,800 credits, and 2,000 credits cost $30. Plus you get an extra 200. So you still don't have enough. So you have to pay another $8 to get some extra ones. But oh wait, you still don't have enough.
So
You're like 100 off. So in the end of the day, you ended up spending like $50.
50, yeah, just for 25 tier skips. Which was
That's a bit ridiculous. That's a little ridiculous. And speaking of the battle pass, the XP system is very bad.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's very bad.
When the challenge gives you 50 XP, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not that great. They said they are fixing it though. They are working on it, which thank God.
But it takes me like a day to go up a tier. And I'm like, right.
Now, I want to kind of complain and I guess fight back about the microtransactions. Because I stated earlier, I spent $40 on the game already, and it's only been like a week since it's released. I bought the battle pass, and I bought like an armor set because I thought it looked cool. So yeah, so altogether it cost me like $40. And I see people online complaining of like how bad the microtransactions are in this game. And then I thought to myself, you do realize there are way worse games out there that manage their microtransactions. So the two worst games, in my personal opinion, with the worst microtransactions possible is Call of Duty Online and Valorant. Those two games have some of the most ludicrous, ridiculous
They've got pretty bad game modes. Sorry,
microtransactions.
Yes.
Very bad. Valorant, I remember...
Valorant is great. Angry Joe's rant was pretty funny.
Valorant's microtransactions were fucking ridiculous. Like, I think it cost like $200 for like a skin bundle.
I mean, CSGO had the same thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, funny you point that out. CSGO, yes, you can buy skins with real money that cost like, I don't know, $15,000. But the thing is, you could sell that skin for real money.
Yeah,
and you can get that money back. Or you can even earn more from it. Valorant and Call of Duty Mobile, you can't do that at all. I'm not even kidding. Before this podcast, I actually looked in both of their games, TOS, their terms of service, and it's against their terms of service to do that. Like, you can't sell or trade accounts. It's against their TOS.
Yo, alright, I want to go on eBay then and report every account seller.
Yeah, there you go. Like, even, yeah, that is against their TOS. So you can't sell skins, because once you buy it, that's it, gone. It's stuck on your account.
Yes.
You can't get rid of it. You can't sell it. You can't get that money back. And it's so fucking scummy. In Valorant, you pay $80 for a knife. Call of Duty Mobile, you charge $200 fucking dollars for a skin. Nobody talks about those games, which makes no goddamn sense.
Anyone talks about Valorant anyway.
I don't know. A few people still talk about Valorant. I stopped playing it a while ago because everyone learned how to play the game, and it was funny because nobody knew how to play it. But yeah, the microtransactions in those games, they were cool looking. Don't get me wrong, they were cool looking, but holy shit, the amount of money they were asking for was ridiculous. Which makes no sense why people aren't ranting about those games, but they rant about Halo.
Yeah.
That's just that's my personal fault. Anyways, thanks for listening to my TED talk about that. But yeah, very interesting that you point Counter-Strike to that. But anyways, enough about the microtransactions. I want to talk about so we've talked about no content, haven't we?
In Battlefield or Halo?
In Halo.
I think we did, but probably not much.
Not much. What happened to your mic?
Oh, is it fine?
Oh, no, it's fine. Okay.
Did we talk about the map selection?
Oh no, we didn't talk about the maps. The maps are actually I like the maps.
The map design is good.
The maps are good. There's like
not a lot of them.
there's not a lot of them. There's
four
like
of them? 4 or 5?
no, there's like I actually have no idea.
It feels like I've only played the smaller Slayer, like 4v4 maps. I haven't played any of the big team battle ones.
There's like I think 2 or 3 big team battle maps. Yeah, there's like there's 3
big team battles. Yeah, I've only played on 2 of the big team battles, and I think there's like 4 or 5 Slayer ones, or like
there's like 5, yeah.
4 or 6v6.
There's one map in 4v4 that we don't like. I don't know the name of it. We don't know the name of it.
It
but
reminds me of Sword. Is it Sword Base? What's the one in Reach that has the rocket ship in that you fly in the campaign? I forgot what it's called.
I forgot what it's called too.
It's got multiple levels. It's not Sword Base. I think it's Countdown. I could be wrong.
I don't know, but yeah, there's a map that has a rocket ship in it, and yeah, no, that's I think the worst map in the game.
It's just,
and it's in 4v4. Like what? And we play CTF, and it lasts like 10 minutes, and it's always a tie because it takes like 10 minutes for one guy to go to one end to the other.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. It's literally the Piccadilly of Halo.
It is Piccadilly of Halo.
It is the Piccadilly of Halo. But other from that, the maps are great.
They're really good. There's a couple there that I think are some of the best.
There's a map, I remember there's a map called Bazaar, which I really like. It's that like desert town one.
Yeah, that's good. I like
that's
that
a great map. I love that one a lot. There's another map called Streets, which by the way is there's a Halo 5 map that looks exactly like that. So that's I don't know, I just think that's interesting. But the map is fine. The map is fine. So yeah, Halo Infinite has some pretty good maps. The gunplay I want to talk about because again I'm kind of mixed about it.
Very mixed.
I don't know. Like I said, it took me a while to get into this game, and I still am kind of mixed about it. And I think one of the theories is the gunplay, like how the guns feel. Because on one hand, like when the enemies use them, they're just deadly fucking lasers, and then when I use them, they're just complete dog shit. I don't know. I'm still mixed about
gunplay
it.
is pretty balanced, and it's pretty decent.
Like it's balanced. It's but
really good.
The one gun it's not even a gun. The one weapon I don't like in Halo Infinite is the gravity hammer.
No, so my gun.
Like in other Halo games, like mainly Halo 3 and Halo Reach, the gravity hammer was awesome. It was great. Like you smacked the ground and affected the gravity around you, hence why it's called a gravity hammer. It would like launch you across the map if you jumped. It would make the people go flying if you hit them.
Yeah,
it was fast and quick. In this game, it's just the fucking knife from Call of Duty.
It's terrible. It's
that takes like 4 seconds to charge up.
The charge up before you lunge is ridiculous. It's so slow.
Like the way you swing it is what I hate about it. Like in Halo Infinite, not Halo Infinite, Halo 3, it was just instant. You just smack someone, boom, boom, like that, instantly. Halo Infinite, you gotta fucking wind it up, and then you're probably fucking dead by halfway through the animation. The range is pitifully awful. Like there's been some instances where I've been up close to someone, and it does half their shield.
And then meanwhile, you got Energy Sword, which is just so OP. It's ridiculous. The lunge
Energy
on that
s-
thing is ridiculous.
Energy Sword is amazing in that game.
The lunge on it is
To be
ridiculous.
fair, the Energy Sword has always been like that.
Yes,
and all
but
the
they've changed the gravity hammer, but not Energy Sword. I'm like, yeah, why?
the Energy Sword is great.
Why
in that
change
game.
one but not the other?
I don't mind it. The Gravity Hammer is just fucking dog shit. And honestly, free for free. Just we need to start a hashtag. Hashtag bring back the Halo
The
free
hammer.
gravity. Bring back the Halo free Gravity Hammer.
The rocket launcher is a more powerful.
The
one
rocket
than
launcher is
all
literally
weapons.
the best gun in the whole game.
It's ridiculous in this.
It's literally just the best gun in the whole game. And the new guns they added are just not that great. Like there's I think a shock rifle, which from what I've seen,
Yeah,
it's very deadly.
The shock rifle, it's weird. In Fiesta, it's weak as, but in every other game mode, my gosh. It's
Yeah, but the
shreds.
thing is, the shock rifle, from what I learnt, is it's like a headshot gun.
Correct.
So it's basically a one-shot headshot.
It's 2 shots.
Well, if you're perfectly accurate, you can be super deadly with a shock
If
rifle.
you've got full health, it's 2 shots. But if they've got slightly damaged, then they're gone.
Yeah, and I think it can like chain react because it's like electric.
Correct.
So you can kill
use
multiple
it.
enemies?
I think it's 2 shots on any weapon or any vehicle, and it EMPs it.
I think it's one shot. It EMPs
Yeah,
it in
it's-
one shot.
I don't know. I think I've only seen it happen up to, but yeah, that feature alone is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of the new brute weapons I'm not that big on.
There's
Actually,
one-
there's a few guns.
There's
Yeah.
one brute weapon. It's like a rock fake mini grenade launcher. That one is good. And then there's this other gun that has like auto aiming. It's like an RPG, but it's not. But it shoots like a direct impact bullet that explodes.
That's just a Nerf gun. It literally, it feels like you're getting shot by paper bullets. Against vehicles, fine. But against players, it's literally just someone touching you.
Yes, it is. But if it makes direct impact on the person, it's just a different thing. Crazy at how powerful it is.
I guess Nathan wanted to interrupt the podcast there, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you know, look, if you just followed out with the request and committed to a time, you could be on this podcast.
There you go.
Problem solved.
He'll be probably on the next episode. But yeah,
Nah, he'll be on after.
episode 5. Who is going to be the 4th episode then? We'll buy Vanguard and we'll give our thoughts on that. No, I'm kidding. Don't
we'll
don't
just let
buy
him-
Vanguard.
We'll let him speak about Rayman the whole time.
I'm trying to think. I think
Just did. You got coded.
I just died for a second.
yeah, I think that's that's all I can think of right now for
Yeah.
So in conclusion, Halo, I probably still need to get into it, but right now for me it's just not Halo.
I think we should look at it from a perspective of, in terms of a launch, it's been a far better experience. So in terms of actually wanting to play the game, because you know you're probably going to have fun with it and not have to deal with just BS bug rubbish,
Yeah.
it's up there. It's up there. Up
Yeah.
on the top for the year. Battlefield, until they fix their crap, is just frustrating because like you can't kill people. You got Bloom. You got
Oh
dumb
yeah, we forgot to
graphical-
mention the Bloom in Battlefield.
dumb
Yeah.
graphical things, and then you got Forza on the other hand, which is a fantastic game, but the server multiplayer matchmaking in it is disgusting because you just time out every 3 seconds.
Yeah, the server's not that great in that
So
game.
you can't play with friends. And then there's Far Cry 6, which is just Far Cry 6. Story's meh. Then you've got like Riders Republic. Yeah.
And then we got
Great,
COD
good
Vanguard
game.
being COD
Not worth-
Vanguard.
Vanguard is just ugh.
Vanguard's a whole
Let's
nother
make
story.
another World War II game because we had ideas.
Let's add Warzone content.
Yeah, literally. Then you've got GTA, the new thingy, the remake.
The trilogy.
That's not. That's just a. That's
That's a
just
cash
we'll
grab.
hire interns, not pay them, and make them make a game, and that's what they push out.
That's
Then
just
they-
robbery.
Then they say, "Oh, sorry, things unexpected. Like the rain system didn't even work. How is that unexpected? That's definitely expected to not work because
I never saw these bugs.
yes, because in compiling the game, the
How
rain
did we
system
never
broke.
see the graphics looking like shit?
Yes, we released the Nintendo Switch at 3 FPS. Oh, in our QA testing, it was 120 FPS at 2 pixels. Ugh,
At a whopping 2 pixels. But
drives me insane.
I know. But anyways, yeah, so alright, so first Battlefield out of 10, what would you give it?
A short 2 hours I played, probably a 5.
5? I'd give it
Yeah.
I'd give it around like a 5.
I'd give it a
Around there.
5. It's just they need to fix it, the crap, and then
A 5 out of
It'll be
10.
fun.
And then Halo, what are we giving that?
I want to say 7 point. Nah, I'll say 8. No, 7, 7.5.
7.5, 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it's
I'm still mixed about it, so I don't really have a final rating for it yet because I really want to enjoy Halo Infinite. Like
Yeah.
it looks like a fun game, but I
right
just
now-
can't have fun with it.
What game would you boot up? Battlefield or Halo?
Well, Battlefield is really buggy, and Halo I'm just not really enjoying
were
that
to-
much.
If your mouse click was to be either Halo or Battlefield, what one would it be?
I guess Halo.
There we go.
So I'd get, yeah, but still, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. Because, like, for example, I don't like Modern Warfare, but I just boot that up. Because, I just boot it up because it's the only game I've got. So, I don't know. So, Halo, I'm going to give just a blank out of 10. There's just nothing.
Yeah.
There's just nothing there. But yeah, that's I think that's going to be it for it for the podcast. Hopefully, Nathan, instead of interrupting the last 3 podcasts, he'll be a featured guest on the next episode.
Maybe he might
He's
interrupt for another 5th or 4th time.
He might even interrupt his own podcast.
I reckon he will interrupt it. He'll interrupt his own Twitch stream to bring him his podcast on your podcast onto his
He'll interrupt his own podcast. Like,
Yeah.
how would that even
alright,
work?
While we're rating games, what would you give Forza out of 10?
Oh, Forza.
Yeah.
I'm not a big car
I know
guy.
you're not a car fan, but
I'm
in
not-
terms of a game, what's your thoughts on it?
I would give it like a 7.
Oh,
A 7.
coming
So-
from an anti-car guy, it's pretty good.
I'm not anti-car. I just could never get into it. Like, I don't hate cars whatsoever. I just never got into it, and
It's
it
good.
just
It's got the DeLorean, and you can put Domino's pizza on it.
that's literally the only reason I got the game because I remember I told Daniel, I'm like, if I ever played Forza, tell me when they added DeLorean. And I found out they're adding a DeLorean to the game. I'm like, I need to play it. So I stole your Game Pass. I mean, borrowed your Game Pass.
Yeah,
and
I just gave you my account. You logged in.
yeah, and I played Forza on that.
Definitely against Xbox terms of service, but you know.
Alright. Other games, GTA Trilogy. I only
Ugh.
played. What would you give that?
I 0, -10.
I'll give it. I'm gonna give it a 3 because there are some instances or there's some areas of that game that look really damn good, and then the other half looks like fucking Lego Star Wars from
My
2005.
RTX graphics mod for San Andreas still looks better.
Yeah, that's the thing. They took down a lot of these mods so they don't like see competition or whatnot. And that's why they delisted a lot of the original games. Actually, they bought them back, they said, because everyone hated this remaster.
Correct.
But
making Red Dead 2 to this crap, but anyway.
I mean, to be fair, it was a different company that helped it, but
We'll wait for the next version of GTA.
I will laugh if it's not called
GTA
GTA
5, the premium multiplayer deluxe edition.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's coming out, new GTA 5. But anyways, I think that's gonna do it. I don't know how long we've been doing it. I think it's been like 30 or 40 minutes again.
Yeah, it's
but
been good. It's been decent. Unpacking just rubbish.
just packing rubbish. Anyways, Daniel, thanks for being on the podcast again.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks Nathan for interrupting the podcast for a 3rd time in a row now.
It's alright, I won't pass that on to him.
I'll probably pass on to him when he's eventually the guest. Nathan, Harv, if you're listening to this, no, I'm kidding.
No, he's not. Well, maybe it depends. He might be watching it after you post it.
Yeah, like after, like I'm saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. After this video's uploading,
Of call him and bag him out.
Yeah, Nathan, do the podcast.
We're not friends anymore. I'll remove your Discord permissions.
I will leave the Discord.
And I'll take my fan base with me.
Alright, that's all. That's
I
gonna
will
be it.
turn off Origin Serve.
I will turn off Origins. Alright, all serious though, that's it. Thank you, Daniel, for tuning in. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.